Picture this. Somewhere in China right now, an ordinary person climbs into a two-seat aircraft. No pilot's license, no joystick, no dashboard full of controls. They just tap a screen, choose where they want to go, and the thing flies itself there. That's not a movie scene. It's already happening. At the same time, over at a test facility near Shanghai, engineers just locked in a world record, an engine that squeezes 106 miles out of a single gallon of gas. Not a typo. 106. Verified and certified by Guinness World Records. Transportation is going through its biggest shakeup since the car was invented. And it's moving faster than most of us can keep up with. Today we're counting down 8 flying machines that are already built, already tested, and already changing what getting around means for regular people. Then we'll dig into that engine, and by the end, you'll see exactly why the next decade of travel is going to look nothing like the last 50 years. If you're into breakdowns like this, smash that like button and hit subscribe. We're chasing 50,000 on this channel, and every one of you gets us closer. Let's get into it. Number 8. The XPeng Aero HT Land Aircraft Carrier. This one sounds ridiculous until you actually see it. Instead of trying to build one machine that both drives and flies, which usually ends up doing neither well, this Chinese company split the job. They built a rugged 6-wheeled electric truck and folded inside its cargo bay as a full electric 2-seat aircraft. Drive to an open field, hit one button, and the aircraft unfolds itself and launches. Because it shares batteries and motors with regular EVs already being mass-produced, it stays affordable, which matters, since price is the biggest thing keeping flying vehicles out of normal people's hands. Number 7. The EHang EH216S. This one skips the pilot altogether. It's a fully autonomous passenger drone. You sit down, tap your destination on a screen, and it flies itself there. No stick, no wheel, nothing to steer. Here's the historic part. In October 2023, China's Aviation Authority gave this aircraft full type certification, the highest safety approval an aircraft can get. That makes the EH216S the first fully autonomous passenger drone in the world, with that level of government sign-off. It carries 2 people, runs on 16 rotors across 8 folding arms, and a ground team monitors every flight, even though the AI handles takeoff to landing on its own. Number 6. The Gravity Industries Jetsuit. If sitting in a pilotless drone feels too sci-fi, here's the opposite extreme. Strapping 5 jet engines to your body and flying like Iron Man. Built by British inventor Richard Browning, it uses 2 engines on each arm and 1 on your back, pushing out over 1,000 horsepower. You steer by shifting your body weight. It'll hit 53 miles per hour and climb close to 12,000 feet. But it only gets about 10 minutes of flight per tank. Military and rescue teams are already testing it, imagining paramedics flying straight over gridlock traffic to reach an accident. Every flight generates data that pushes the tech forward. Kind of like the Wright brothers' 12 seconds at Kitty Hawk. Number 5. The Jetson 1. Where the jet suit is for adrenaline junkies, this is built for everyone else. It's a single-seat aircraft weighing just 190 pounds, lighter than most motorcycles, running on 8 electric motors and hitting 63 miles per hour. In a lot of places, you don't even need a pilot's license. Its onboard computer handles the tricky stabilization, so if you let go of the controls mid-air, it just hovers and waits. Early owners call it one of the most thrilling things they've ever done, and the price is dropping as production ramps up. This feels like the early adopter phase electric cars and smartphones went through before they went mainstream. Number 4. The AutoFlight Prosperity. Now we scale up. This is a large electric VTOL built to carry multiple passengers between cities, and it just set the record for the longest flight ever by an electric aircraft of its class. 155 miles on one charge. That's roughly DC to New York, fully electric, Zero fuel burned. It works like a self-flying air taxi, and it's stacked with backup safety systems. If something critical fails mid-flight, the AI can deploy a ballistic parachute in a split second and float the whole aircraft down safely. That kind of built-in redundancy is exactly what will get everyday commuters comfortable trusting the sky more than the highway. Number 3. The Airspeeder Mark III. This one's built for racing. Pilots sit in remote control rooms, wearing VR headsets and race these aircraft through 3D aerial courses at speeds up to 186 miles per hour. Through open airspace, not a flat track. It looks insane because it is. But like Formula One gave us carbon fiber, or NASCAR taught us about tire durability, every crash, every record lap, and every failure in this series is feeding real engineering data back into making the next generation of civilian flying vehicles safer and smarter. Number 2. The Pivotal Helix. This is an American ultralight, fixed wing, 8 tilting rotors. Just 254 pounds. Under U.S. rules for ultralight aircraft, you don't need a pilot's license, and the company claims you can learn to fly it safely in under an hour, since the flight computer handles takeoff, landing, and stability automatically. It represents America's hands-off, freedom-first approach to personal aviation. Meanwhile, in China, a totally different model is scaling fast. Autonomous drone fleets already deliver food and medicine to automated pickup kiosks across whole cities. No human driver involved. That delivery network isn't just convenient, it's the training ground building the traffic management software that'll eventually guide personal flying vehicles through the same skies. Number 1. The XTI Trifan 600. This is the big one, a full-size hybrid aircraft meant to replace short and mid-range regional travel entirely. It uses 3 ducted fans, 2 inside the wings that rotate 90 degrees, pointing straight up for vertical takeoff like a helicopter, then swinging forward for high-speed flight like a plane, with a 3rd fan in the tail for control. It can launch from a rooftop, a parking lot, or your backyard. No airport, no runway. Once airborne, it carries 6 passengers at 380 miles per hour, cruises at 30,000 feet, and covers nearly 1,500 miles of range. A drive that eats 5 or 6 hours in traffic becomes a 90-minute door-to-door flight. And that doesn't just save time. It reshapes where people choose to live and where businesses set up shop. Now, the engine that stopped the industry cold. In April 2026, at the Beijing Auto Show, a Chinese automaker called Geely put up a number that left engineers across 3 continents speechless: 106 miles per gallon. Not a lab simulation, a closed highway loop in Hainan province, in an ordinary mid-size family sedan, with Guinness World Records adjudicators on site, verifying every measurement. Here's why that number is such a big deal. When gas burns in an engine, only part of that energy actually pushes the car forward. The rest just escapes as wasted heat. That usable percentage is called thermal efficiency. A typical engine today converts about 30 to 35% of its fuel into motion. Toyota, the company that basically invented the modern hybrid, spent 30 years getting their best engine to 41%, and that was considered untouchable. Geely's new engine, the B15, hit 48.41%, independently verified. For comparison, Formula One engines, multi-million-dollar, rebuilt after every race, sit around 50% thermal efficiency. Geely built something almost in that range for a family car that costs under $10,000, paired with a 308 horsepower electric motor and an AI system managing when to use the engine, the battery, or both. The result is that certified 106 miles per gallon on a public road in a car anyone can actually buy. For reference, Toyota's famous 2024 cross-country Prius run averaged 92.9 miles per gallon and was treated as a landmark. Geely just beat it by over 12% in a fraction of the price bracket. And this isn't a one-off. BYD, now the world's top-selling EV maker, just launched a hybrid system hitting 46% thermal efficiency with a range over 1,300 miles. Combining tank and battery, Miami to Boston without stopping. Other major Chinese brands, Chang'an, SA Ice, GAC, Sherry, Great Wall, have rolled out similarly efficient systems in the past year and a half. Meanwhile, American engines from Ford, GM, and Stellantis are still mostly stuck around 30 to 35%, and closing that gap takes years of retooling. Worth noting, too, Geely owns Volvo and Polestar, and licenses its powertrains through partnerships with Western brands. So this tech is already on its way into cars sold outside China. Zoom out and look at the whole picture. 8 flying vehicles that are real, tested, and already reshaping how people move. Some ditching the pilot entirely, some launching from your driveway, and on the ground, an engine efficiency record that used to belong exclusively to million-dollar race cars, now sitting in a sedan a regular family can afford. These aren't two separate stories, they're the same shift. Just like smartphones quietly swallowed your camera, your map, and your wallet within a decade. Transportation is going through that same total rewrite right now. If this gave you something to think about, smash like. Subscribe to Beyond Tomorrow.